Shalom, shalom. Shalom, Akim, shalom. Testing, testing, testing. Shalom, Alright, as always, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to our powers, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKadosh, giving double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth that are conscious and well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. A peace, mercy, and blessings to my sincere brethren that are out there pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and in sincerity, that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. Shalom to the few sisters, the Aquas that are out there. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hearty shalom, shalom. And I just want to do a quick live, Lord willing, which is edifying, because me and the brother, we checked out a late night show of the movie Killer of the Flowers Moon, which was it was a good movie, in my opinion, and that's what inspired me to do this lesson, man. Which I'm gonna try not to give out any spoiler alerts for any brother that haven't watched it, but yeah, I mean it's a movie to definitely spark that hatred towards Esau, alright, who is Esau today. Esau goes back to the self-proclaimed white man today, and this particular movie is dealing with Gad and Reuben, which pretty much they got done wrong, okay, and it shows you that as the scriptures say, you could never trust thine enemy. Though Esau comes crouching and acts humble, and sits amongst your people, at the end of the day, he is the wicked according to the Bible, man. And a lot of riches that Esau has acquired since he came into power has been gotten by ill dealings, alright, whether it's by fraud, alright, rape, rob, and murder, man. And this movie pretty much exposes, okay, exactly what the scriptures say, alright, how this man comes, his MO, alright, and how he has dealt with, truly, our people, man, So I want to start with James chapter 5 verse 1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you," alright, and we're definitely living in a time where, Esau is getting ready to go down. Prophecy is speaking loud and clear. Yahweh Bashim Abishai is exposing, okay, and making Esau bare right now, So we're getting ready to see the downfall of our enemies, and one piece of prophecy that was spoken of, in the beginning, when you read into the book of Genesis, the 49th chapter. Let me grab that real fast. Okay, let me start at the top. Genesis 49:1. It says, "And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days." Okay, so the particular tribe that I'm focusing on in this point is a tribe, like I said, the tribe of Gad. Okay, now jumping to 49:19. It says, "Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at thy last." Okay, so in the end, our Gadite brothers, man, they're going to get licks back upon these Idumeans for what they have done, okay, to our people, man, to our brethren, man, Alright, that's part of the misery that's going to come upon you Idumeans, man. The Lord's going to raise up, the elect of the Gadites, man, and even the Reubenites, alright, and they're going to put their hands upon you, man, Let's go to verse James 5:1 again. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, and weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days." Okay, and how was these treasures and these riches gotten. Okay, like I mentioned, it was gotten by ill gain. Okay, right? Nahum's 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Okay, woe meaning destruction, and what is that bloody city? That bloody city is talking about America, man. Babylon the Great. Okay, it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Who is the prey? Our people, the Israelites. All right, we're the prey. Okay. Alright, and in whose hands are we in? We're in the hands of our enemies, alright? We're in the hands of these Edomites, man, you know? Alright, and everything that they have gotten over the years, man, guess what? They're going to have to pay for it, okay? This land that has blood spilled all throughout the states of America, man, Esau is definitely going to have to pay for what he has done to the Lord's chosen people, man, okay? Now, I want to say this, you know, fair use, alright, fair use, because I want to actually play this clip, which is the trailer, you know, from the movie, alright, you know Esau, you know how YouTube does it, but I'm not making no money off this. This is all for educational purposes, alright, and a fair use, so let's play this.
You got nice colors. What color would you say that is?
My color.
The Osage. They have the worst land possible. But they outsmarted everybody. The land had oil on it. Black gold. Money flows freely here now.
I do love that money, sir.
This wealth should come to us. Their time is over. It's going to be another tragedy.
When this money started coming, we should have known it came with something else. They're like buzzards circling our people. We're still warriors.
I ought to kill these white men who killed my family. I need you here.
I am right here. You've got to take back control of your home.
I was sent down from Washington, D.C. to see about these murders.
Gee, what about him?
See who's doing it.
Expecting a miracle to make all this go away. You know they don't happen anymore.
Yeah, man. So, you know, which you know, I didn't in the movie. I didn't like how they pretty much made Gadites look weak, man. You know, a lot of those Gadites, man, they made them all chubby, and they didn't give them that valiant, you know, warrior type of spirit, man. But you know, that's all good. You know, Esau's not gonna uplift our people, you know. But the movie has some gems, some points that you can make that definitely, you know, goes back into what the scriptures say. And matter of fact, right here, let me go over here. This is from the history.com channel or website. It says how marriage and murder were used to steal Osage oil riches. All right, when wealthy native people died during the Osage reign of terror, it was often their white spouses and court-appointed guardians who stood to profit most. All right, which a lot in the movie it shows you that a lot of those so-called Gadites, they were actually tares, you know, because the damn devil was laying down with our woman, okay, in order to get that money that was, you know, coming through for them, and they were having offsprings with them. You know, show you that, hey, when these Edomites put their seed inside of our woman, those is Edomite babies, and you know, some of them look like they was Gadites. You know, and it's a scene in the movie where one of the old devils, decrepit devils, was like, you know, this one is really white, and this one is like a darker shade. It's kind of like an eclipse. You know, they basically was talking shit. You know, but they both was devil babies. You know, one looked like a devil, and then the other one looked like a so-called Gadite, but they was both devils. You know, so you know, you had a bunch of tears in there, but only reason why Esau was getting with them Gadite women is because they wanted what? A piece of the pie, man. You know. But let me read some more of this right here. It says, through the 1920s, the epidemic of killing and mysterious deaths terrorized the Osage Indians of northern Oklahoma. After their tribal land began gushing oils decades earlier, white fortune hunters descended on Osage territory in droves, looking for ways to take their property and tap their massive oil wealth. All right, and doesn't that ring a bell? Matter of fact, let me go over here to what is it? Let me see, Micah chapter 4. No, is it Micah 4? No, what's the scripture I'm looking for? Was it Micah 2? I'm sorry, bear with me, brothers. Yep, here it is. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands, and they covet fields. Right? Here it is. You had millions of Gadites that were relocated, put to death. You know what I'm saying? And then when they came across a piece of land that was actually fruitful, Yahweh Bashma Shai blessed them. Alright, and guess who wanted to come in droves? Because they knew that money was there. Alright, Esau, man. You know, Esau wanted a piece of that pie. So that's why they came in droves to Oklahoma, just to take what them Gadites was what was theirs, man. You know? And that's how Esau gets down. Anytime Esau sees profit, he comes with, you know what I'm saying, any type of means necessary in order to get it, man. You know, schemes, etc. Right? It says, and take them by violence in houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. You see? And in that movie, it shows a whole lot of that. Right? How Esau was scheming his way just to get that money, man. You know? Let me go back to this article right here. It says, the most callous got close to their victims. Matter of fact, let me see what this word callous means. Let me see, define callous. Showing or having an insensitive and cruel disregard for others. That's what callous means, alright? His callous comment about the murder made me shiver, alright? And that's how them devils work, straight cutthroats, alright? When you watch the movie, you're gonna see how what they was doing in order just to you know, pretty much have the money be passed on to what them Edomites and get passed on to their offspring, so they can have what generational wealth, you know. So that's how a lot of these Edomites got money to this day. It's because of how they frauded and how they did ill dealing towards our people, man. You know. It says the most callous got close to their victims, earning trust through marriage or guardianship before taking their money, and sometimes being a party to their murders. Okay, so you know, let me see, because I don't want to read the whole thing. Matter of fact, let me read a little bit of this right here. It says the Osage wealth begat reign of terror in the early 1920s. The Osage Indians were the richest people per capita on the planet, according to journalist David Grant, author of the book Killer of the Flower Moon. The Osage murders and the birth of the FBI oil leases paid the Osage Nation more than 30 million in 1923 alone, equivalent to more than 400 million today. The tribe distributed royalties equally amongst its few thousand enrolled members, whose shares were known as head rights. Since head rights couldn't be bought or sold, only inherited, outsiders had to either marry into an Osage family or become a legal guardian, which a lot of those male Gadites, man, they were actually being murdered because a lot of those Edomites, what they was doing was poisoning their alcohol. So a lot of those Gadites were actually popping up dead. Okay, and what I forgot. Let's lock it, bros. What does it say? It says let me see. The guardianship, there it is. Looking for it. The guardianship, those that had guardianship, that's crazy. Guardianship, you know, the guardianship of the males, they would get that money because they would kill off the males, and then the other men were marrying off the younger Gadite woman in order to get a piece of that pie, right? Let me see. It says since head rights couldn't be bought or sold, only inherited, outsiders had to either marry into an Osage family or become a legal guardian. Intermarriage between white and native people, unusual in a country where European settlers historically treated indigenous people with cruelty and prejudice, rose dramatically in northern Oklahoma. So brothers, could look into this more. I just wanted to kind of grab a couple points out of here and just grab a couple scriptures because, like I say, it's a good movie to watch. It definitely boosts up that hatred towards these Edomites. But let's go over here to Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." All right, and that's one thing that you Israelites need to understand, that these devils are your enemies, man. All right, and they never have changed. Okay. Because you had one particular devil in there, which he was a I forget the character that he played, but he was sitting amongst them, and he was acting like that was their brothers. He was down for them, but in all actuality, he was the main culprit behind why them Gadites were popping up dead, man. It says verse 11, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed. And beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away." It says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at thy last remember my words, and be pricked therewith." Alright, and them Gadites were getting angry. You know what I'm saying? They were getting pissed off because it kept coming more frequently. Another Gadite popping up dead, another Gadite popping up dead. You know what I'm saying? Over and over. And then here comes this dude. He's pretty much accumulating more wealth. And then how he's buying the people. He's buying the people by what? Building different schools, churches, and ballerina studios. All right, and he was in cahoots with the doctors, the sheriff. You know what I'm saying? He was in cahoots with everybody. So everybody thought that he was such a good, godly fearing Edomite, but nah, he was the main culprit behind everything. You see what I'm saying? That's why it says, hey, don't even though they stand with you, don't let them take a seat with you, man. And a lot of Gadites found out that the hard way. Alright, how many treaties have these Edomites upheld? Okay, you go into the history of it, they haven't upheld not one. And then here it is. Gad is of the tribes, and we're a peaceful people, man. Alright, but see that peace and that mercy that we give, okay, it turns out to bite us in the hand, because we're thinking that a serpent ain't gonna bite us, and then that serpent like, look, I strangled you for all you got, and now I'm about to devour you. And that's what that serpent did. All right, because in the movie they was known as they was calling them wolves. Who was the wolves? All right, the wolves that devour, okay? And those Edomites were the ones that were devouring everything from the Gadites, man. You know, to the point where they was getting ready to just dip out of the location to where they was at, you know. Let's go to verse 13. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and his sins, who will pity? You know, because one of the mothers, before she died, she told her daughter, she said, you allowing the white seed to take over. That was one comment that she made to her daughters, all right? Because she was more of an older generation and she understood. You ain't supposed to allow these devils or fall in love with these devils, man. You know, which I don't want to reveal too much in the movie because, you know, Lord willing, I don't want to ruin it for brothers, man. But it's definitely a good movie to watch, you know. But one of the main characters, she fell in love with one of the main character's nephew, and he ended up starting to put her to death. You know what I'm saying? Poisoning her just so that way he can inherit her inheritance. You know, so it's one of those movies like of an account where it shows you like, look, you know, the Lord's gonna allow payback to befall you Edomites, man. You Edomites are not gonna get away from what you have done to the Lord's chosen people. You're not gonna get away. Alright, you're not gonna get away at all, man. You have a tab that you haven't paid, and you're gonna have to pay. Right? Let me go over here to the book of James. Cause like I said, I didn't want to make this too long. This was on my mind. You know, it's fresh on my mind. Go to James, the 2nd chapter. Alright, this is James chapter 2. Let me see, where is it at? There it is. This is James chapter 2, verse 13. It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have shown no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Alright, so who hasn't shown, alright, the Lord's chosen people mercy? These Edomites, man. So when it comes time for the Lord to turn us up and allow us to get payback upon our enemies, well, we're not going to show any mercy neither, you know, because ain't no mercy having been shown unto us. Alright, and pretty much, you Edomites, your tab is getting ready to get checked. Alright, you gonna have everything that's on that receipt. You're gonna have to pay for everything that you have done. You got to get back all the riches you have swallowed down. You know what I'm saying? The same way you put us into slavery, you're gonna have to go into slavery. Alright, the same ill judgments that you given unto us, you're gonna have to befall those judgments. And then the scriptures say what? Double, man. Double is going to what? Befall you in these last days. Alright, a double judgment, right? Let's go to one more. Revelation 18. I'm gonna end it off with that. Alright. This is Revelation 18 verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. And what does that cup represent? That cup represents slavery, man. So when the time comes where Yahweh Shema Shai lifts up that standard and gives his elect men that power, alright, you're gonna get shackled and chained, and you're gonna get manhandled just the same way you manhandled our people, man. Alright, and you forced them into, you know what I'm saying, these contracts, and you force them into living on these reservations, and you got Gad stressed the hell out where they drinking themselves to death, you know, because there was an actual particular Gadite in the movie that he was ready to kill himself because of how stressed out he was, you know, and he was asking like, just give me the moonshine, just give me the drink. You call me your friend, that's all I want, because the shit that he had to deal with, you know, and he was just a sad spirit, man. So, you know, the Lord's gonna allow for us to repay you for what you have done to our people, to our brethren, man. So, you know, just a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. Just giving all praise to Yahweh by Shema Shai, double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, and you know, peace, mercy, and blessings to my sincere brethren out there, man. So, with that, I'm gonna just say shalom.